Hi there, welcome back. We are going to jump right into shopping at my favorite Goodwill. I had to go and get a cart because I found this paper mache cat that was made in India. I found this hand-painted vase that was made in the USA. This left and cracked egg vase as well. And so I needed to go get a cart, and then I started filming to show you what I had found. This Goodwill was on the lean side for a little while, and now they have loaded it back up with treasures. This is I would think this is for succulents or plants, or you could put paper or pencils in it. It's a little pig and a little sheep. And here, at first I didn't think I could find the price tag, but I did find it. It was on the inside. This is made with paper. And I think I'm going to take this bowl and some other things I found today and kind of bundle them together and sell them as a lot. But in the meantime, I kept the egg inside the bowl so nothing would happen to the flowers. The giraffes, last time you saw them, they were in the cart, and now they're on the shelf. And I could see better what they had, and here is a stone critters figurine. And with Valentines coming up, I thought that would be really cute. And I just had sold this twin the other day. This one has a little bit more surface wear to it. And let's see, then I spied the top to a fairy lamp. I believe this is an Indiana glass, diamond point. I never did find the bottom. And then I'm looking through to see the giraffes, but then I was distracted by this very large gnome. This is by Tom Clark. When I worked at the Hallmark store, we sold Tom Clark. This is called Hike. It is from 1984, and it cleaned up wonderfully. Right now, he's very dusty, but he had to have multiple baths, but is looking very dapper. Back to the giraffes. I'm looking to see if there's anything special that would be adorable, and I thought these would be adorable. I like you next to me. Perfect Valentine present. I think they're very sweet, and so I decided to take those. There was quite a bit of amber glass at the store, and I was seeing what this was, and I felt that was a lampshade and part of a lamp. The bottom part was $2.99. I forget how much the shade was. And then there was this shot glass on the bottom, and I picked it up to see if it was anything interesting, and then I put it on a higher shelf just so it wouldn't fall off or a child might come by and grab it. This box said shortbread. I didn't really look at it. Looking back, I probably should have looked at it better to see if it was vintage. It looked like it was a hinged wooden box. It did have a lot of wear to it. I think that is why I initially just put it back. In the white section, here was a Lake George mug. I do like picking up souvenir pieces, but that one just didn't speak to me. And I liked the looks of this striped mug. Had a nice, just not over busy design. And then I realized there was another one. So I decided to put the two of them together, and maybe someone would buy two mugs. I've mentioned before that I use this in my packing. I would use it on that cracked egg vase. I wrap it around the little delicate pieces, and I've recently ran out of some, so I decided to pick that bag up. And then I liked the look on the flower on this crock, and it turns out it's Beaumont Brothers Pottery. Easily identifiable when you see BBP. I thought this was interesting. Maybe something from Target. It kind of looks like a Target product. I'm not sure though. I am making that up. Here are some mugs. You have a whole set of 4, which is nice. And then this reminded me of some shakers that I have that are flowers that I have for sale. And I thought, is this a giant shaker? But I don't think it is. And it was made in China, and I still really never figured out what it was for. Maybe it's just to set like that. Here was a tiny little owl tea light. You could put your tiny little candle in the back of them. And here I feel this was a hobbyist piece because the crock was very light. And I'm still heavy, but not like stoneware, and had a really nice transferware design of some bears. There were quite a few large pieces in the brown section, and I will show you some of them later. But right now we're looking at these little cottages. I was seeing if they were David Winter. This one was marked Made in Canada. And here are some Boyd's Bear figurines. You can find them so inexpensively now at our Goodwills. And they were hot items 20 years ago. And then I found this. And this is called Covered Bridge, Lancaster County Memories. And since I live in Lancaster County, this is marked 1988. And it looks like it was a handmade piece of covered bridges. And Jenny said, oh, that looks like it could go in a train set. And I think that would look really nice in a train display. This camera was originally sold at Home Goods. It reminded me of Jocelyn. She always has her camera ready and with her. And this was just a little thing with sunflowers on it. Now here in the red section, there was this pansy plate and I flipped it over and it was by Fitz and Floyd. And then there was a purple one. There is a very small chip to the pink pansy right there. And the pink one does have a lot of crazing to it. But I thought they would be really pretty for display around spring and Easter time. And now we're back in the brown section. Some art pottery. And then there was this phone, and it reminded me of the phones that people who work on the telephone lines use. And I kind of looked it up, really not very detailed, and I couldn't really find anything about it. So I decided to pick up this kitty cucumber figurine instead of the vintage telephone walkie-talkie thing. Then they were restocking. These don't sell for very much money, but I really like the style of them. They're Seymour Man. They're made in Japan, typical 1970s. And then coming up is the amazing, unbelievable find that I found. I didn't know what it was till I got it home. This is a Margit Kovacs made in Hungary. And these sell for very, very good money. And I wasn't sure if I really truly had one until I read more about it. And they have an M on one side. And then they have a K on the other side. And I got super duper excited. There is some slight chipping to the sheet music. But besides that, it's in amazing condition. Here was a really nice studio art pottery mug. There was just one. And I'm trying to stay away from mugs, even though it's hard not to buy them. It is hard to buy them. It's hard not to buy them. I try not to buy them. You know what I mean. Here's a cherished teddy. More of a winter scene with those birds on it. I did buy cherished teddies one time at this Goodwill. It was a huge giant bag of them. And that was a good buy-in for me. But buying them separately kind of really isn't. This is a vintage wood wall rack. But they wanted $10 for it. And I thought that was a little high, so I decided to leave that there. And then here was a blue one. Now, these do sell well. There, that was $1.99. These do sell well, but it's so big, and it's a lot of glass, and it makes me nervous. So I decided to leave it for somebody else. My mom has a bonsai house that it's a garden house, and she calls it her bonsai house. So she raises bonsais. And I thought, oh, this would be good for her. It's a little mud man. But then I realized he was missing his arms. So I did not get that for her because he had no arms. And then here was a glass vase. I wasn't sure what it was. It was interesting, the smoky, swirly design on it. And I liked the color of these tumblers. They reminded me of the purple one I found the other day. And then at first I thought this was another giraffe, but they were cats. I like the look of this bear. It kind of also reminded me of Beaumont Brothers, but it wasn't marked. And then I thought, are you a hobbyist piece? I wasn't quite sure. It was a good looking bear, but I left that there. These are also stone critters, and you can see how chipped they are. You just kind of look at these things and they chip easily. We used to touch them up with pens at the Hallmark store. Here are back scratchers or salad tongs, depending on what you need. I thought this was really neat. This was a broom. I don't know, I just thought it was really neat, but too big for me to ship. It's next to that really heavy mirror. Here is another piece that I was talking about earlier, big pieces in the wood section. This was really neat. It was very big, so I did not drag it out, but I was trying to show you the different houses that were on it. And then I spotted Minnie Mouse here, And it does have a USA, and it has an F inside a shield, which I believe is Federal glass, even though the F on the bottom of this mug is backwards. So I'm assuming it's Federal glass. Then there were some white milk glass hobnail candle holders. They were in really great shape. And this mother mug, it had an A on the bottom. And then in the clear glass section, this is a candlestick. It is etched Shannon. You can see it on my cuff there, Shannon. And it was made in China. But I really thought it was really, really nicely done. There is unfortunately very, very small chip to it, but it is still a nice candle holder. I thought this was funny. Someone who likes cats and meditating would love that. And then I realized, look, they had made a little cat display. And then on the top was this. And you know I have dogs. I do have one cat, but I'm more of a dog person. But I thought this was adorable. How could you not smile looking at those faces? I thought that was so, so cute. And then look, it was still there. So I decided to get it after I had to figure out where to put it in my cart. I think I ended up holding it for a while till I figured things out. And then look, this is what they do in the front of the store. Their little tea party. It's so cute. And here we are making our way, paper wrapped up, no bags, to the car. Here is everything I found on this trip to the Goodwill. Here is a new in the package puzzle I forgot to film. I hope you enjoyed this video. I appreciate you giving me a thumbs up and subscribing to my channel if you already haven't subscribed. I love reading your comments. Thank you so much for your kind words about the video I made with my husband and our stories of our Volkswagens. We are looking forward to making the video about how we met, and we hope you enjoy that one as well. So I hope you have a great day, and I'll see ya.